playing an Illaoi top. The reason I picked Illaoi was because I saw that they had a Jax, and I feel that Illaoi can actually be pretty good against Jax because Jax has really low sustain. So I recently just got enough IP to start investing into some new runes. So what I did was, instead of getting scaling HP, I now have flat HP on my seals and quintessences, with armor on my seals. Armor on my marks, and flat magic resist runes on my glyphs. And the reason for this change is because scaling doesn't matter as much in this game anymore. It's really hard to not have a lane snowball, and just having that earlier HP pool that's greater, I think will just help me win the game more often. I mean, scaling runes are now a lot weaker in my opinion, and that's why I'm running flat HP. As you can see, my H pool is pretty nice, 736 without any items. And let me just turn on the League of Legends volume here. And I think I actually will go ahead and get a Doran's shield, just because of how much of their damage is actually single target. And yeah, Illaoi's base damage is actually pretty high. So I'm not too worried about my lack of damage right now. Considering that my first back or two are going to be primarily not items that are very... it's going to be tanky, but it's not going to be like armor or magic resist. I'm going to be going for a Stag's Gauge and Black Cleaver, both of which offer me no resistances. So this Doran's shield is just kind of like, you know, making sure I survive laning phase, making sure I don't have to worry about dying all the time. And I guess in hindsight, I think a Doran Blade would have been nice, just because it would have given me more damage for easier last hitting, but this is where skill must be tested on your last hitting. And when you have 60 damage and you can't last hit, then that's just the personal issue. Like, that's your own fault. So definitely no one to blame but myself if I miss a ton of CS. And yeah. Oh jeez, invade occurring right now. Unfortunately, we lost it pretty hard. And there's going to be an interesting situation going on there, but I'm going to go ahead and level up my Q. And just go ahead and trade that back. I do have passive regeneration over him, as well as my Grasp of the Undying, which I'm being able to make really good use of so far. His fervor stacks are starting to stack up, and I don't want to mess with that. Nice. Oh darn, not enough time, or not enough damage. Oh, I do think that was meant for me, but luckily for me it was not. I'm just gonna go ahead and replant one there. So the lane is pushing into me pretty hard, and there's nothing wrong with this. If I can land an E under tower, that'd be pretty big. Nice. Nice. So that's a big deal. It's going to give me a ton of lane pressure as I miss my CS over and over. And I actually think leveling up E is better, just because of the reduced cooldown. And wow, that actually ended up dropping the spirit quite quickly. But he's low now, so I can just go ahead and farm it out. I am suffering in the CS department, but I'll make up for that. Oh my gosh, misclick. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, my soul hurts. So my first back, I want to go back with a 1275, and that's so I have enough for Jarm's Fist as well as the Pink Ward. And yeah, so I'm just testing it out, maxing my E for my E first, just because I feel it gives me more lane pressure, and scaling AD always is better later into the game, so I don't need to worry about it too much right now. Oh my god. So because of how many minions there are, oh actually, never mind. Oh, this is doing nothing to him. Nice. Team playing well. That's always nice. And I think I will just go ahead and just try to CS normally, and maybe let him push lane a little bit. Get some harass and CS. Never mind. Just a CS, but that's okay. Oh, what the heck? No ping? I respect the attempt to gank, but the lane wasn't exactly in the most optimal place for a gank either way. Oh, well played by him. I don't know how intentional of a dodge that was, but... Oh, I am pained. So he's actually suffering in the CS department as well. And a lot of that just has to do with the fact that he's having to focus on killing a lot of these tentacles. Damn. Just gonna drag these minions up here. He doesn't like that I did that. And I think I should back soon. Why does everyone want to gank top? So I just did that to send a spirit down bottom. And that way I can have some kind of presence despite not being there with them. And I got an assist. That's awesome. So I'm just going to go ahead and clear this next wave and then back. My CS is really bad, but it's actually better than everyone else's, so... Perfect CS, as I like to say. Smart choice by the Jax to go for some kind of sustain. Illaoi is really good at being a lane bully in the fact that if I land an E, I can output a lot of harass. And he's just making sure that I won't be able to output as much, so that's smart. That might actually make laning against him very difficult, and my mana pools may end up just depleting really quickly. Alright. So I did take a lot of damage there, but it's okay because I'll be sustaining it back. I just wanted to keep my lane relatively in this area. And I'll feel very comfortable in this scenario. And I was also able to get those CS, so lots of positives to it. Alright, so that should be very free. And there goes the lane pressure. And I'm back to full HP again. So, as you can see, as long as you play it out right, you can take a little bit of damage to keep the lane where you want it. Wow, that was interesting. I really have to watch out for those fervor stacks, and now that they've depleted, I can go ahead and just walk right back out. Because those fervor stacks do a lot if I let them get away with too much. Not sure why I went for a hard engage there. There was no gank coming, so overall, not entirely sure what his plan of attack was there. But yeah. Really liking the comfort of this flat HP page. Because as you can see, I have 1800 HP with one item. Like, that's pretty cool. And now I'm at 2k. Darn. If I was at 500, I'd go ahead and go for a corrupting potion, but since that's not the case, I'll just stick with my 1 HP potion, as I don't really end up needing to use it. And I don't want to wait for it either. I just want to be able to maintain pressure. Oh, that's awkward. I needed your help, man. Thank you so much for saving my life. And there's open mid call. Oh man, I thought I got the sloth, but he didn't end up getting turned into a spirit. I think he could actually kill me if I stay here. So I'm just gonna use that last final blow and then go ahead and back. Cause yeah, he can definitely kill me when I don't have any mana. I don't know, attacks are nowhere near enough. So it's time to peace out. And get another component. And I'll just go ahead and get the refillable potion so I can start working towards that corrupting one. I no longer have a pink ward in my lane, but I'm not worried about that as their Vi is very behind and I can honestly 2v1 them. So I'm just gonna drive him right out of lane. Never lucky. Alright, so I just saw that a tentacle spawned right there, so I already know that he's back on base safely. And I can go ahead and keep pushing this. And there he is killing another one at their inhibitor. So once it gets to this part of the lane, I actually feel like Illaoi gets stronger. And I feel like she's a really strong split pusher because of this aspect. Because you're able to have tentacles so close to each other. And if you're able to establish them enough in the lane, like even right there, it just ruins the lane for the enemy. Yeah, so he died. And yeah, that's really easy kills. Really easy kills. I don't want to flash for anything because I value my flash. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't need to chase for kills. I already got the kills. And chasing against an Ahri, well, Illaoi can be kited really easily. Her kit is really bad against chasing, so when you play Illaoi, you have to be very disciplined in when you go in and when you don't. Also, blue buff, really nice for Illaoi. I just need to wait for a tentacle to spawn before I can really start taking this down. Alright. Sick. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get my Zeeks now. And because of the amount of CC they have in the Vi, actually never mind, they don't have that much CC. I'm just gonna go ahead and get the Ninja Tabi. Yeah. And the reason I'm not finishing the Black Cleaver is because it doesn't actually offer that much value at this point in the game. And spending 1,150 for like CDR and a little bit more HP, I don't think it's worth it. I have seen this done pretty commonly, so correct me if I'm wrong, but 100 HP and 15 damage and 10% CDR is what you get from it. And for 1,150, I can get more, so I don't find the value in doing that now. If I didn't miss that, he'd be dead. He's gonna just hop to a creep. I shouldn't have chased. I just said I'm not a chasing champion and I started chasing. But you guys can understand there, right? Yeah. I do expect company soon. And the amount of pressure I'm putting on them is pretty nice. Alright. And I did flash there just because, one, I needed to get away, and two, it also netted me a kill, so dual purpose flash, worth. And now without my ult, I think I can go ahead and back up. We're getting a lot of objectives, a lot of pressure on the map, so there's no need for me to overstay any further. And that'll be game. And that was my Illaoi top lane. Hope you guys all enjoyed.